In this video, we're going to be ranking all these aesthetics here, but it's based on aura. That's right, the aura levels, how much aura they got. And originally, I wanted to do like a ranking every aesthetic ever type of video, but then I looked it up and holy shit, there is a lot. So all these aesthetics here are really just the ones that I see the most, they're the most trendy right now, or they're the ones that I had the most to say about. But by the end of this video, we'll see what the worst and what the best aesthetic is. So let's get it. Starting off, I feel like I gotta explain how I'm coming up with the aura levels here. So I figured that it would be best to turn it into an equation. So pretty much aura is gonna be the lifestyle slash vibe plus swag equals aura. Lifestyle meaning what the style represents, and swag just being how sick the style is. All right, now first, let's start with streetwear. Everybody loves streetwear. It's a go-to. It's kind of like getting into fashion level 1. Because right now, the state of streetwear, it's just like every aesthetic combined into one. It's just so broad and easy to pull off. The way I view this one is like, it's easy to get to that mid-tier level in streetwear, but getting to that master level is pretty hard. Think of it like if any of you guys have played an instrument. I used to play the saxophone back in the day. Yeah, that's right. I was pimping. But the saxophone is one of those instruments where it's kind of considered easy to learn. Like you can learn the fingering and it's pretty simple to just like make noise and play simple songs. But actually mastering it is pretty hard. It's the same with guitar, drums, all that stuff. But that's how I'm kind of viewing streetwear. Because you can easily copy a streetwear fit that you see online, but can you really copy the swag and the aura of the original wearer? With that being said, I gotta give it the A tier. Now you might be asking, why not S? Now it would be S, but it really misses a huge part of the lifestyle that kind of tanks its aura. So A is where we'll have it for now. Now let's talk about the gym bro. This is kind of a weird one because I genuinely think going to the gym is really one of the best things that you could ever do for yourself. Just what it does to your health, the way you look, the way you feel, the way clothes look better on you, bro, you gotta go to the gym. The key thing with this aesthetic though, is that all these gym bros are dressing to show off their body instead of dressing to show off their swag. So that's where they're messing up. That's really why the average gym bro level swag is so low. Literally the broccoli haired kid memes, it's just like young LA in dark sport shirts. To them, this is like Chrome Hearts and Balenciaga. And then Gymshark, low-key, I mess with Gymshark. I've never really had a problem with anyone who wears Gymshark. Like they're not really annoying. Gymshark can be rigged. See how it's weird though? Like the ideal gym lifestyle is top tier, but the community and some of the people can kind of be cringe. So that tanks it. And then the drip is just so mid. So overall, I gotta put it in the B tier. The aura is just too all over the place with this one. All right, now third up, let's go with Old Money. Old Money aesthetic is very polarizing. I feel like you either love it or think it's the cringiest thing ever. Now you guys might not agree with me on this one, but considering these 3 things that I'm about to go over, I feel like the answer is pretty obvious. First, the swag. This look has always been popular. It's always gonna be timeless. And it's always gonna look good. Second, the thing that really hurt its reputation is the way it's been packaged. Because of TikTok, how everything's an aesthetic, everything's a core nowadays. They kind of just slapped a name on it and it became cringy.
So I'll save you if you say I was overwhelmed that I had enough, then I found you.
But then you gotta think about it. Like if you're really balling like that, like genuine old money, real wealth, that's aura right there. I don't care. You got that rich white person laugh. That's the third point right there. That is a vibe. Cool ass mansions, nice architecture. Even though money isn't everything, that's aura right there. With that being said, I think I'm gonna have to put it max prestige aura tier, S tier. Might move it to top of A, but we'll see. Just always remember that the real aura isn't here.
Boy, oh boy.
Type shit.
Where do I even begin? LeBron, honey, my Pookie Bear.
Okay, now we got everyone's favorite, the rich rapper. Yes, sir. This isn't even really an aesthetic. I'm just adding it because we all know these guys. They got 10K listeners on SoundCloud. Then they lease a Hellcat, buy some Gucci tracksuits, and just talk about how they got motion. Now, this could be a vibe, but let me tell you, this shit is definitely not sustainable long term. Y'all remember Lil Pump? Low-key, he lasted in the game for a decent amount of time back then. But what is he doing now? Low-key, what is actually Lil Pump doing right now?
Got 20 women versus Lil Pump. Oh!
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
This is crazy. See, bro, this is what I'm saying. Just spent all my tour money on Go Yard. How much you think I spent, bro? You just know these guys do not got a 401k. Real talk, though, there's got to be so many people trying to get to that rich rapper level that just fall off. Or not even they fall off. They just don't even make it in the first place.
We kind of just made out or whatever. We kissed and then we just like looked the other way for a few minutes and couldn't like, you know, look at each other. But it wasn't that big of a deal. It's just a kiss.
Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Okay, anyways, I want to put it in the dungeon tier, but I think it's kind of funny. So I'm going to put it in mids for now. All right, where do I even start with this one? Y2K. Now, before I go over this, I got to explain one thing. If we look at the map here of just all the aesthetics, you can kind of branch them into an A class and then a B class. Basically, the A is the main styles and trends, and then the B is the subgenre of them. Like Y2K is one of the examples of the subgenres that spawn in from streetwear. And there's no way that it surpasses streetwear, so it's automatically lower than A tier. For the vibe, it's basically the same as streetwear, but as for the drip, it's kind of hard to describe it because it's just so broad. But the one thing I will say is, and I don't even know if this is true, when I think of Y2K, all I can think of is the girls that dress like this and they listen to like Megan Thee Stallion and they're over here saying hot girl shit, like real hot girl shit, period slay, dude. And that's just that's gotta be bottom of mid. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Even rich rapper has more aura than real hot girl shit.
Excuse me, you're a hell of a guy. I mean, my, like pelican fly. I mean, you're so shy.
Okay, now let's talk about this holy trinity of grunge right here. We got emo, punk, goth. This is all three starter Pokemon, Hot Topic all in one. Now, to be honest, I think that they're pretty much all the same thing. Like, really, what is the difference here? But to break it down, I'm going to explain it with 3 points. First, we got the not cool goth. Now, all of these all wear all black, but these are the MFs that are wearing way too much mascara. They got all black lipstick, and they got way too many piercings. And for my personal taste, I'm not really a piercings guy. Like, I think it can make you look a little unclean. Same with tattoos. Like, with tattoos, some of them are sick, some of them are not really that bad. But piercings is just like, if you really want to show off your personality, there's better ways to do it than marking your body like that. And that's just how I feel. Something about piercings just turns me off. So dungeon tier. Now, as for punk, as I said, I don't really know the difference. I just correlate it with this spiky hair look, but I really do not like Burberry. So I'm also have to put in the dungeon tier.
Double kill.
Why would you want to be a fucking low-life skater that literally gets paid $500 a month? Bro, look, guys, I'm not trying to be cocky here. I'm not trying to get all crazy here, but if you guys fucking knew how much money I make.
Start from the bottom, now we're here, yeah. Memories.
All right, next we got the cool version of goth. This is the opium look, the punk rock look, where you're not doing too much, just the Cardi type of swag. In terms of swag, I will say this look does definitely got aura. It's got that mysterious vibe, but I think the lifestyle kind of caps it. The vibe's pretty much all it has going for it, but I would say it has more personality than streetwear. But like, I like the grungy edginess to it if you're not doing too much, but I do think some of these have a bit more personality. So with that being said, Cardi, little fruity.
This is your god?
But I gotta put it top of A for now. Okay, next up in the saga, we got emo. Now, emo is a little questionable one. Emo is kind of like that middle of the pack. It's all right. I don't really have much to say about it. It's kind of like that one friend who's just there. They're not too problematic. They're pretty chill. But overall, I don't think anything stands out too much. So mid.
Hey, New York, what are y'all wearing? Explain the outfit, start the shoes go. What are your shoes?
So now to end the arc, the older brother with a little more personality and life experience, Midwest emo. I'm adding this one in because Midwest emo has been semi-niche trending the past couple years. Especially in LA, it blew up. Like, people are going to shows, they're moshing. People put Midwest emo in their skate vids. No, I'm not too big into the screaming. It's like a once in a blue moon type of thing for me. But I think every once in a while, Midwest emo can be a vibe.
Sit down when I pee sometimes, okay? I'm not less of a man because of it. I'm not less of a man.
That's kind of how I view country music too. Like, country music, you won't catch me listening to country music. But if I'm out with the boys in a specific country type of setting, like the proper environment for it, then country music isn't that horrible. As for the fits, it's pretty much just like skater fits which isn't bad.
Midwest emo musicians are often seen prioritizing comfort over whatever the fuck this is. Beige trousers, flannel shirts, and thick-rimmed glasses.
But I do think it is too niche to go that high with this one. So I'm gonna leave it just bottom of B tier for now. Damn, we got a lot left. Okay, let's knock out some quick ones. Okay, Starboy. I don't even know why I added this one here, but it's kind of just like a mix of the luxury and rockstar mysterious vibe. It's just another subgenre. From what I can tell, it does have aura. But with the packaging and the name like Starboy, I don't know where it came from, but it just feels like it's trying too hard. So I'm gonna have to give it mid. I do think it has more aura than some of the higher ones up on this list. But come on, bro. Starboy.
I'm a motherfucking Starboy.
Okay, Business Court. This is another one that you definitely really see online or just see influencers wear. It's just like streetwear, but wearing a leather jacket and a tie. It looks fine to me, like there's nothing wrong with it, but I think it might be trying a little too hard, especially with the tie as an accessory. Because think about it, with other accessories, jewelry, headwear, bags, you can put it on in like 2 seconds. But with the tie, you gotta go through all the steps. You gotta wear a button up, wrap the tie around your head, watch a YouTube video on how to tie a tie, rewatch the YouTube video because you messed up on one of the steps. And it's just like that whole process takes 5 minutes. Me personally, the look is sick, but unless I'm like going all out trying to dress fancy like this, I'm not doing all that. So I'm gonna have to give it mid. I'll put it here. Bro, why did I add in Swaggy Cowboy? Oh, okay. So this guy, Swaggy Cowboy, is pretty much, just think about, we all know these guys. They're wearing bootcut jeans. They're wearing boots. They probably live in Austin, Texas. And worst of all, they got the mullet mustache combo. If a guy like this steals your girl, it's over.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I swear these guys are always wearing bootcut jeans or like 5-inch inseam shorts. There's no in between. It's either B tier or mid though. Like there's no way I'm putting it in A. Mustache mullet is definitely more annoying than Midwest emo. But Starboy, all right, here's what we're gonna do. Mustache mullet, guys. Had to do it to him. Low-key, you know what? I'm gonna throw Midwest emo in there too, because that's basically the same thing. Just less annoying and more into music. Whatever. Honestly, what am I doing? Okay, Starboy. I'm gonna put Starboy in B because if you think about it, Starboy's like, think of Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is Starboy archetype, but calling it Starboy is cringy, but I'll shove it in B and we'll see how we feel. Okay, next up, let's go with Preppy. This isn't that big of an aesthetic, but all I gotta say is if you're a girl, this is just hot. If you're a guy, you're probably doing a lot of coke. That's pretty much it. No, I'm just kidding. I think of it like the private rich kid in the TV shows type of aesthetic. Like real talk, this is probably the least that you see on this list just because it's such a small niche. But this is what the people who wear old money aesthetic think that they look like. But I remember seeing a video saying that guys that like when girls dress preppy, they called it schoolgirl in the video, but I'm not gonna call it schoolgirl. That does feel weird. Pretty much they were trying to make it sound like if you think that the style looks good on a girl, then you're a creep, and that you like little girls, which is a crazy thing to say. I think this style looks good,
Why don't you have a seat?
but not because of the creep thing. It's just clean. Like that's really what it is. Like it's just a clean style. That's why old money aesthetic is so popular. That's why formal streetwear has been getting popular. Finance bro is so popular. Vintage is popular. Like they're just clean styles. Like they look good. Not everything has to be grungy opium for it to be like bro, just because you're dressing nice doesn't mean you're gay, bro. It's, like you gotta embrace the gay a little bit too. But.
I read, I pull up and drive.
Okay, enough yapping. Preppy, top of B tier. Okay, now we got the vintage aesthetic. This one can go many ways, but the way I think of it is just picture like the swaggy grandpas wearing suits. That's the style here. I do think the style is sick, but I think it's probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest styles to pull off on this list. Most people don't have that many suits, even if they have any at all. And it's a super classy vibe. Like I can't imagine if you're living in Ohio that anyone under 60 would be wearing this look. Dude, it's just a clean look that really shows off your confidence. And the skill cap here, oh my, the skill cap here is insane. It scales. So I'm gonna have to give it bottom of it. Next up, finance bro. This one is kind of hard to rank because pre-30, you don't have that much aura as a finance bro. But post-30, once you're like 10 to 15 years, into your career on Wall Street and that $500,000 paycheck hits, you kind of got some aura. But it's a very niche type of aura. It's like the late bloomer in the group. I think this aesthetic attracts a lot of gold diggers. But then you got to think about, like, if you're saying that, what do the other aesthetics attract? Like, emo is definitely attracting emotionally unstable people who probably didn't get enough attention as a kid. But finance bro is calm. If you can make it through like the 10 years of 70-hour work weeks to get that paycheck, then like, yeah, go for it, bro. Not me though. But in terms of swag, I don't think it's that high up there. But it's not mid, but it's not, it's like, I think I'm gonna leave it here actually, bottom of B tier. Okay, now let's talk about workwear. This is where we really get into the functionality of things. The Timbs, the Carhartt, the Dickies. Workwear is one of those styles it's really never not going to be in style because it's actually functional. Like, the clothes are meant for durability. They're meant to be put to use. Bro, it's just so optimal and it looks sick. Like, imagine you're walking around and then all of a sudden an earthquake happens and the biome changes and you find yourself in like a construction site, a desert where the terrain is going crazy, like things are happening, you're out in the wildlife. Are you going to be wanting to wear old money or are you going to be wanting to wear workwear? Workwear. Functionality. Boom. Functionality mog. Workwear. Actually, low-key though, in terms of the lifestyle and the aura, I'm gonna just put it at the top of A tier. Because the only con is that the vibe is kind of whatever. Like, you don't got that mysterious aura that you might have with Starboy or old money or vintage, or all you pretty much have is functionality that looks sick. But still, bro, functionality is key. Okay, next up we got streetwear, but a little more classy, formal streetwear. This look has definitely been getting more trendy. I think it all kind of started spawning in once Flower Boy dropped, and then it slowly molded into what it is now. Like with cardigans, with loafers, pleated trousers, pleated dress shorts. My friend called the guys that wear this type of look the jazzy guys, which I think is really funny. Like, he was saying the jazzy guys are getting all the trendy girls nowadays, but it's a niche look that you mainly see online. The functionality isn't there, but in terms of aura, got that classy aura, got that clean aura. Honestly, A tier is in a sticky spot because I feel like the opium and vintage have the most aura overall in terms of like vibe, but then workwear has that functionality. I honestly think A tier can be switched around however you like, but for the sake of the video, this is what it's gonna be. All right, now we got the big three. Let's talk about skater first. I feel like I don't need to explain this one. For this style, it's more of a lifestyle than an aesthetic. I mean, you could say that for a lot of these, but with skating, it's one of those things where it's like, even if you're wearing the full kit, the full drip, full Supreme on, you can't mimic the aura. Just because you got Nike SB Dunks on doesn't mean you can tray flip, and this style is top tier. Skaters influence so much when it comes to fashion and just trends in general. The whole impact it has on fashion just speaks for itself. So I think I gotta put it in S tier, max prestige aura. Now let's talk about Gorpcore. We all remember the Arc'teryx era, the beanie, the jacket, the memes. But I would say that this aesthetic still has aura. You just don't really see it because it's seasonal, but when winter comes around and it starts raining, best believe that these are gonna be popping out. I know the Gorpcore trend was insane and it died, but if you really think about like the overall lifespan of it, people have been wearing Gore-Tex and Gorpcore stuff forever. It just got popularized because of TikTok and just these online trends. And Arc'teryx was the it brand of it at the time, so that's why it got so trendy. But the way I see it, if a lifestyle becomes as big of a trend as this did, then that means something. Now, even though this look isn't as trendy anymore, it's a seasonal look, it's functional, and think about the vibe. With this, it's more than just what you're wearing. I think everyone needs to experience just being on the hike of your life, seeing the coolest view, just sitting on the edge of a cliff, and just having a nice stream. Oh my, just a blissful stream of just a pure arc. Scenic pisses, bro. Woo! Everyone just needs to experience some scenic pisses, and that's what Gorpcore is all about. With that being said, I'm gonna have to put it at the top, bro. I'm gonna have to put it, bro, the lifestyle. Just you're outside too. There's nothing better than just, oh my, nothing better than just a scenic piss. Blissful arc. Great stream. Full power. I'm sorry, Gorpcore still mugs the whole list. All right, but lastly, let's talk about Rockstar. Now, at first, I wasn't sure where to go with this one because I'm not gonna lie, they probably got the most aura here. in terms of vibe. Like imagine being a rock star. Whenever you walk in a room, everyone feels your presence. And if you have enough energy to entertain a crowd on stage, then you for sure got top tier charisma. The aura speaks for itself. But does the swag carry it to the top? That's where we gotta analyze it. The rockstar swag has always been like skinny or flared jeans. I feel like these MFs really birthed that trend. Like the leather jacket too, definitely S tier, no doubt, but where does it stand? Questionable. Bro, imagine being a rockstar though. Okay, I think I gotta put it at the top. I'm sorry. Rockstars are one of a kind. You either have the energy or you don't. All these other aesthetics, yeah, they got some type of aura, but rockstars really just have a presence that's unmatched compared to all these. I mean, this is cool, but like I'm talking about like rockstar. Anyone could be a cool goth opium, but rockstar is different, bro. I'm sorry. So that's my tier list of the trendy aesthetics right now, ranked by aura. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments, or we can chat about it on Discord. Definitely join, it's free. We're putting each other on in there, dropping fit pics, discussing memes. The link is in the description. And if you want to know my tier list for the best and worst fit pic locations so you can get some fire emojis on your pics, click the video here.